ahead and get started with some opening comments from Coach.
Well, extremely proud of this group, this team, and we knew coming in this was a heck of an Iowa football team, talented, and always a ton of respect for how they're coached, and it wasn't a perfect game by any means, but it was a great team win for us, and I thought all three units played a big part in this, and the guys stepped up and made plays when they had to, and overcame different situations. And you go from the beginning of it when the defense has a big stop and offense answers with a score, and and then you go into the fourth quarter and it was a heck of a drive offensively, but our defense gave us a couple shots at it, and special teams, we didn't take advantage of the one fumble on the punt return, but then you got the one where their kid ended up touching the ball and converted off of that. And just a lot of guys put it out there, and they had to. This is, like I said, this is a good Iowa team, and I'm proud of the response.
Paul, your offense had stalled a couple times before that last touchdown drive. What do you feel like was the difference to go 88 yards that time?
Well, I mean, the one they executed. Guys made plays. I thought Alex was really good all night, and the one before, we had the 12 men in the huddle. We had another penalty. We had a big hit to Danny that called holding on. Anxious to see that. Right, so you got to execute. You got to take advantage of it. And the defense kept giving us a chance to be in it, and really the last two drives, offensively finished. That was a big score by Alec, and then obviously the touchdown pass by Alex.
In some ways, are you a little surprised the defense ended up giving you a chance late, given that they had given up so many big plays in the middle part of the game? Because it wasn't their best night overall, but when they came up.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't. Iowa made plays too. They've got good players, and I thought it was a game that way. I mean, guys fought, and you knew it was going to be back and forth, and that's why I was proud of the way guys just stayed in it. And when you go on the road, it's an interesting opportunity you have as a team, and this was our first road trip, and the bench was fun, and offensive players, defensive players, guys were in it the whole game, and we needed to give ourselves a chance.
I know it's tough to look at the big picture in a moment like this, but what do you think a win like this says about your team and the ability to respond to what happened last week?
Yeah, I mean, the season's made up of moments, right? And regardless of what happened, it's hard to come down here and play a good team, and I'm proud of the way they played tonight. And like I said, it's far from perfect, and yet it was a good response, and this team means something to each and every one of the guys in the locker room, and I think that they put it out there for the team.
In some ways, when you say it's far from perfect, is it a little more satisfying knowing you had to come over, whether it's a penalty, whether it's a drop pass, whether it's a blown coverage, to come back and win in the fourth quarter?
It's easier to look at that when you win, right? And yet we've got to, right there's that fine line. You still got to take those moments in a win or a loss and learn from them. And for us to be our best, that's what we've got to do. But it is good. I mean, it's never going to be perfect. It's never going to go well, and you do have to learn to overcome.
You went with that jumbo package really several times. What did you see in the lead up to this game that made you believe that would work? What did you think of that?
Well, I thought it gave us some plays, and then I thought they did a good job of adjusting with it. And that's when you play this team. Like I said, they're well coached, and you're always wondering, are you going to it one too many times? And they made plays, and we made plays. As far as just a chance to get some of the guys we thought could help us win, giving them a role.
Jonathan Taylor obviously gets the pub for the ground game, but Are you starting to find what Deal and Grosha can give you so that as a unit, that productivity is what you need it to be?
I think so, and we're gonna, and you guys know, been around it. It takes more than one back, and love JT, and really glad he's on our side. And yet, I think Taiwan has given us, and really for us to be the best team, our seniors have to be playing their best football, and I think Taiwan is doing that. And Grosh brings a ton of value to this team in a number of different ways, and so we're going to need all three of them going forward, certainly.
Paul,
you said Alex was really good all night. What specifically did you see that you liked tonight?
I just thought he was seeing things. I liked his, he had a good edge about him. Thought he was understanding the game and seeing things, and I thought he was on, and that was, we needed him to be, right? I think we needed him to be.
Paul, what went into the decision to start Duron Harrell instead of Caesar Williams today, and how do you feel like Duron did out there?
Yeah, just Duron had been having, been practicing well, and wanted to give him a chance, and I'm anxious to see the film, quite honestly, on how everyone did, specifically, Duron sees, all that, but, we're young then. Jimmy told him going in, we need to play you guys all got to play, contribute, and I know he felt like this was Duron had earned the right to start.
You used Erdman and Bruss, obviously, in that jumbo. I'm guessing had to go away for it a little bit, and when Biotish went down, what did Erdman give you, being able to just step in at center like that late in the game?
Yeah, it's important, and I think, Cole stepped in, and that's what it's going to be, right? There's always opportunities, but the guys got to step in and step up, and I think that certainly we had a number that did, and you're always anxious to look at the film and see exactly how they did, but right now you're appreciative of guys being ready to do that and having the confidence, and those around them having the confidence. And
Paul, how good was your line on that last drive? How good do they have to be to give Alex time?
I mean, it's it right there. They have to be, everyone, and I thought, it doesn't matter whether you run the ball or throw it. You need everyone, and that's what's great about this game. It's truly a team game, and I thought they gave him time, right? And Alex was on, and guys made plays, and I was proud of the response that Jake had. He had the one drop that he wanted back, but he came back and thought he was good tonight, and it takes everyone.
Well, did you have any idea what you get out of Van Ginkel and Neville, and do you hope that with the bye week that they will be close to helping?
Yeah, didn't know for sure. They did a little bit this week, but I give both those guys so much credit for really giving themselves a chance to play. And I know this one meant a lot to Gink, and certainly, right now we're sitting, the bye comes at a good time, not just for those two, but for a number of guys. So we've got to make sure we take advantage of it.
Coach, 8 penalties today. How do you clean that up going forward?
Stop committing them. And we just gotta be smart about it. And those are big, especially in close games. And so I think, in general, if you say our first 4 games, we're getting penalized more than we want, and more than we should. So that's certainly an area that we've got to clean up.
Paul, you've had 2 pretty physical games in a row. Are you the bye week come at a good time?
I think so, and it is the bye week, so we're going to make it. This is a great time for it, right? But it's going to get more physical down the road. So, but right now it does feel like it's a good time, certainly for our team.
Anything else for Coach?
Nope, you're good.